views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hi, my name is Joseph Lopez and I'm a health educator with Montefiore Health System, the Office of Community and Population Health. Today we're here for a Thanksgiving-themed holiday food demo in honor of American Diabetes Month. According to the CDC, roughly 1 in 10 Americans have diabetes. In New York State, diabetes is the 5th leading cause of death, and the Bronx has the highest rates of diabetes here in New York City, and these rates continue to rise. This is why it's important for us to adjust our meals into healthier versions for ourselves and for our families. We can do a lot to help prevent diabetes. Weight loss, increases in physical activity, and creating healthy eating habits are all proven ways to help prevent diabetes. I'm happy to say that today we are joined by Chef Matthew from Bee Blossom Catering, who's going to help us create a healthy Thanksgiving meal.
Hello, my name is Matthew from Bee Blossom Catering, as he's justly said, and we believe that if you get sick, you can get well. Because as it is said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. So today, we are going to construct a healthier apple pie that you normally have at Thanksgiving. Again, we realize that especially during Thanksgiving and the holiday season, what happens? We eat a lot, we gain a lot of weight. So we got problems. But anyway, and another thing is, there is so much sugar that we are consuming, it's unbelievable. Take for instance, before 1950, the average American consumed less than 20 pounds of sugar per year. Today, the average American is consuming 150 pounds of sugar a year. That's unbelievable. That's why we have the crisis that we are trying to avert through food. So today, we're going to do 2 healthier alternatives for you, especially for this time of the year. And I'll tell you what, we're not going to use a whole bunch of sugar. You're not going to see any salt over here on this table whatsoever that we're going to put in our recipes. So, from the get-go, hello, it's a little healthier for you. Hello, we can curb diabetes, as he's saying, working in hand with the Montefiore system and Bee Blossom for our beliefs together. We're going to move forward to eradicate diabetes. So for today, we're going to start with an apple pecan crisp. We're going to make a delicate, delectable topping for the apples that we have. And what we basically are doing right now, if you notice, there's star anise. Star anise gives you flavor. Cinnamon gives you flavor instead of sugar, which we have trained our palates to be sweet. So we have added cinnamon and 2 pieces of star anise. To this, we're going to then add apples. What we are trying to do right now is cook the apples, because remember, at Thanksgiving it's butter, it's sugar, it's loaded. So we're going to cook the apples here for 10 to 12 minutes. After 10 to 12 minutes, we're going to remove the cinnamon stick and the star anise. Remember, it's all about flavor. So after we have this, I've cooked for 10 to 12 minutes, we then will remove the star anise and the cinnamon stick. We can actually remove this off the fire. And at this point in time, the apples is tender. It's ready to absorb any other flavor that you're going to add to it. And this is what it's all about. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add, when we take this off, we then put it back onto the flame. We're going to add cinnamon and nutmeg. We're going to add a little lemon and orange zest. Again, it's all about flavor, building flavor. So when the end result is, it's wonderful. So we're going to let this cook for a little while, and then we're going to add raisins, golden raisins, sweetness, and some pecans. And we're going to let this cook until it's tender, we're going to remove it off the flame and let it sit aside. Then we're going to make the topping. Now again, we have oats. And of course it says that 1/3 cup of oats will, daily, will help you ward off heart attacks. Then we have crushed pecans in here. Then we have a little butter. And the butter that we are using, everything that we are using here is not animal based. It's all vegetable. A hint of flour. Vanilla, again, flavor. And there's a little sugar here. But this sugar is actually dates and coconut sugar. So we add a little bit to it. And then we're going to work this together. Until it works in harmony together. Again, everybody's working together here is working for one common good. And that common good is flavor, without a whole bunch of sugar. You know, normally you make an apple pie, and what does it take? It says 2 cups of packed brown sugar, half a cup of white sugar, right? And then sometimes they throw in some corn syrup in there.
That's why it's so sweet.
Hey, hello. So we're not trying to go there. We're trying to be healthy all the way. So now this is done. Then we'll take this, put this in a bowl, in a baking dish, and cover it with this mixture. And when it's all said and done, we open our oven, and here we go. A delectable apple pecan crisp. It's healthy for you. It's about half of the calories that you'll normally have in your regular apple pie. As you notice, there is no topping. What we basically utilized was a little bit of flour in the topping, and the sugar just went in the topping. But remember, fruits, all these things carry natural sugars. And as a diabetic, we don't want unnatural sugars to raise our sugar level to the sky limit, and then we're saying, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I have a sister, and my sister carries bags of candy with her. Anytime she has, it's candy. It's still, listen, your body doesn't identify whether it is palm sugar, whether it is whatever sugar it is. All the body knows is, my goodness, this is sweet. And again, training our palates in the way in which we can live healthier is not training our palates to eat a bunch of sugar every day. So thank you. Okay, for our next recipe, again, it's a favorite all Thanksgiving. Sweet potato pie, sweet potato mousse, sweet potato cheesecake, all these things. So today, we're going to make a sweet potato with pineapple, with crushed pineapple today. So, what we need to do is first bake or roast off our sweet potatoes. Many people tend to cook their potatoes in water. What that does is it leaches out a lot of flavors, leaches out natural nutrients. Remember, heat is a killer to nutrients. And we want to be able to contain this. So what we do is we take our potatoes, make sure we wash it nicely, dry it off, and hit it with a little a spray. Then we're going to peel it. You hit it with a little, sorry, not peel it, but hit it with a little spray, and then we're going to bake it off in our oven at 375 degrees until it is tender. Normally it takes about an hour, hour and a half, and then when it's finished, we're going to smash it. Smash it, and then we're going to add unsweetened pineapple. Again, we want to stay away from the sweetness. Unsweetened pineapple. So we add unsweetened pineapple. And of course, we're going to add a little nutmeg and cinnamon. Then we're going to add some coconut powder. Flavor. Again, we build in flavors. and of course, a little butter. We're going to toss this together. I mean, if you're here right now, this stuff is smelling awesome, you know?
That smells great.
And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm ready to eat some myself. So, okay, we have done that. Next thing you know, I know my mother and my grandmother, when time comes to these things, it is a bag of marshmallows, and the whole thing is covered with marshmallows, right? But today, all we're going to use is just a little bit of marshmallows. This is about, for this whole recipe, and this is 3 pounds of potatoes. It is basically half a cup of marshmallows. So everything is mixed. We place it on top, and we're ready to put it into our oven. And bingo, my goodness, I tell you, this is amazing how we have them. Here we go. A finished product, right? It is good, it looks great, it smells good, it tastes good, it's healthy for you, and it's nutritious for you. So again, thank you very much for watching and enjoying our product, right?
Yeah, so one of the things that I think that I learned today is that you can still enjoy these traditional holiday foods, but maybe in smaller amounts, just like with the marshmallows, right? So I would agree with you. Same thing. We call them candied yams at my house, and it is a action-packed with brown sugar, a whole mountain, a whole bag worth of marshmallows. And so we still have the marshmallows. So if I'm looking forward to the marshmallows, then I can actually have them, but just in smaller quantities.
Yeah. We can be diabetic, we can live well, but we have to make an effort to eradicate diabetes through our food. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Chef Matthew, for joining us today. And thank you for representing Bee Blossom Catering with this holiday food demonstration today. I certainly learned a lot, and I cannot wait to try what you cooked up for us today.
Amen. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope that you enjoyed what we presented to you today, and I hope that you also learned something and how to create healthier traditional holiday meals for yourself and for your family. Montefiore does have a diabetes education program, and if you are looking for more information on this program, please feel free to reach out to us at healtheducation@montefiore.org. Thank you. Have a good night.